Okay guys, so let's talk about fat. How much fat do we consume and why? So we have to eat a lot of fat, yes, to encourage ketone production within the liver. The problem is that people are afraid of fat, so their fats are too low. Now, hear me out. You can just not eat anything for 6 hours and produce ketones, but they are not viable because the brain doesn't know how to uptake them into the cells and use them. So you might actually show, ketones within a sweet spot, which is around a 1.8 to 3.0, but your blood sugar is either too high or too low. You can even produce both great number blood values with your blood sugar, glucose, and ketones and still not be ketotic. It's a process and it takes time. So you want to eat primarily animal fat because it has very similar fatty acid profiles to a human being. That's mono, saturated, and poly. Unfortunately, coconut oil does not have the right ratios, and avocado oil and olive oil is mainly a mono unsaturated fat. Now, those are great fats. Monos are great to encourage ketogenesis, but really the main fat is the one that has all three. Animal fat. Definitely not coconut oil. People are thinking that MCT oil and coconut oil are great fats to become ketotic. No. Now, MCT oil has been shown to produce some ketones, but they don't remain viable. These are medium chain triglycerides, and they really don't put you in a state of lasting ketosis or to be ketotic or highly keto adapted over time. I think people really get confused in the words of I'm in ketosis or being ketotic. So I'm going to kind of clear up this madness. Now, people are like, yeah, I'm doing keto. I eat like chicken thighs and eggs and whatever, and so I get a lot of fat, animal fat. I'm like, no. Okay, you need to hit at least 200 grams of fat. You need to get a lot of dietary fat in the beginning to encourage ketone production within the liver. So if your dietary fat is too low, you don't get enough of that, propelling motion to become ketotic. That means daily blood values of ketones being in that sweet spot, which is between a 1.8 and a 3.0. So it's really important. And also to get the blood sugar more in a homeostatic balance or in the middle instead of high or too low. So if you think about it, a chicken thigh has about 10 grams of fat. You need to hit 200. That's not happening. So just because you're eating slabs of meat that are considered fatty does not mean they have enough fat. Now, a 3 ounce or 4 ounce ground beef, for example, is going to be around 20 to 23 grams of fat. Now, that's a lot more fat, but that's still not hitting 200. You can't just eat a bunch of beef all day trying to hit 200 grams of fat. Now, we've got things like drummies, wings, that even goes down in fat. Eggs only have about 4 grams of fat per egg. Bacon strips have about 3 grams of fat per strip. So we just have to get in a lot more fat. Now you can get lard, and people are like, oh, don't make me eat that lard stuff. Yeah, pastured lard, butter if you don't have a histamine intolerance or dairy sensitivity or allergy. Duck fat is not the number one choice of animal fat, but you can cycle it in and out of your diet. There's also beef tallow, and these are the animal fats that you can get in oils. So you want to hit at least 12 tablespoons of fat, and then the avocados, the meat fat will get you up over 200. Now, if you are a man who's active, you want to go way over 200. 200 is just a general line, a starting point to get people's dietary fat high enough. When I coach people, I add the fat. I don't count the fat in the cooking process. It's what's on your plate. That's the fat. With that said, I got more videos to do. If you want to learn more, go to stephanieperson.com. How do I know all this stuff? Well, I've coached over 2,000 people. So people try to refute that, but you can't, you cannot. Just, you can't. And this person's done it for 10 years at the age of 50. 5-0 people. 5-0, right? Not vascular, tons of fat within the dermis layers of my skin. You can't hide that stuff. If you want to learn more, you can go to stephanieperson.com. As you guys know, I'm writing the ultimate keto book. I'm clearing up all this misinformation. It's just the minutia on the internet. I'm the most strict person, and there's a reason for that. Okay, also, I am going to PaleoFX, so be looking out for that in April in Austin, Texas, to speak live there. So I'm super excited. Got some energy. And also, I'm writing, I'm writing the book, yes. It will be done soon, guys. And I also am still keto coaching, so you can go to my website, which is stephanieperson.com. You can check out things on my Instagram, which is Stephanie Ketogenic, or my Facebook, which is Stephanie the Business Person, where I often go live and guest people to do mini consultations. All right, and I'm out. Peace, guys.